What's up, people? Note 5 is released and
we got somebody bringing some guns at the Pokemon conventions. Sad. Right here
on Fanatic.
What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm your boy Valentine.
I'm Gochu.
And today we got a top 5. I guess I was going to say that should it be the top 5 or should it be the number 1? I'll let you make the judge for that. We had, the Pokemon convention was just going on. The first Pokemon tournament or convention, however you want to look at it, I think the same thing. But I guess he had somebody to bring some guns actually to the tournament.
And it was the tournament players. It wasn't a random guy.
Well, at first people was hearing, like I said, you hear guns and tournaments and conventions, the first thing you think is terrorist kind of thing. But I think what it was is that, I still would be a terrorist kind of thing, but I think it was some guys who actually qualified to be at the tournament who now decided that they wanted to bring guns. And it wasn't just like they had a handgun in their pants and they're open carry and they forgot they was going to tournament. No, these dudes have multiple weapons, multiple magazines. So
it was like an AR-15 and like a shotgun, right?
So they came there planning to do something. I don't know if they planning, like, if we didn't win this tournament, we was going to bring the pain to other people, or
something was going to go down. I saw the photo.
Right.
It wasn't just 1 or 2 magazines they had.
No, it was multiple magazines. So they meant to do something, and I still don't know the details how they actually found out. But most of the time you hear about this stuff, they start to blabbing. Yeah. They start bragging to people what I can do and stuff like that, and they don't think.
Facebook.
Yeah, they don't believe that you talk about this stuff that no one is going to go there and
question you and
hey man, why are you telling me this kind of stuff? Because I'm just going to go tell the cops that you trying to kill people at a Pokemon tournament.
There's nothing wrong with Pokemon tournament.
No, but I'm just you hear
just because.
But that Pokemon tournament, the whole thing of hearing the words Pokemon, you just hear happy people. It's just happy. It's like going to a rave. The most going to happen there, people dropping X and stuff. No one's going there to bring shotguns and AR-15s and stuff.
We're gonna get so many replies saying,
I know.
You know how serious this tournament is. You guys don't know shit.
You don't know about my life. My life was built up to play at this tournament.
Number 4. Straight Outta Compton movie.
Straight Outta Compton this weekend. Me and my girl went to check it out this weekend.
I haven't seen it yet. He says it's really good.
It was. Now see, anybody that know me, I am not a drama guy. I like dramas, but I mainly watch science fiction, superhero, anything fantasy. Those are my kind of movies. Yes, right. That's the movie I go see. My girl don't even watch this kind of movies, which I'm lucky, But the thing is that if I'm gonna watch drama, I watch dramas at home. I can't even remember the last time I paid money to go to a theater to go see a drama in the theater, and I felt that this is one of those kind of movies I didn't want to. I wanted to experience in the theater, and I wanted to support, because when these kind of movies come out, if you support them, they make a lot more of them. So I wanted to go to the theater and actually pay my support to go see it. Had an African American director, a good writer and cast, and so I wanted to. So if Hollywood sees the numbers, then they go, hey, let's make more of these good movies. And I can't remember actually, but the thing was cool about it was a biopic about people that are still alive from our generation, not something from 50 years ago, 100 years ago.
You can't say our generation. This could maybe.
But you know what I mean. It's something that happened within the past 20 years, and not something from like a long time ago. You know what I mean? Because most of the stuff, these biopics, is stuff that happens in like the 60s or the 50s or the 40s or even before that. Not something that happened from the early 90s. This is from
like
the early 90s.
Steve Jobs of hip hop world.
But remember that this stuff was happening from, when they burst on the scene from, 86, between 86 and 88 when they first burst on the scene, and then talk about stuff, and everybody know F the police, why am I censoring myself? I'm thinking I'm on, so this is Fuck the Police, everybody know the song, everybody know, Gangsta Gangsta, Dope Man, all these songs that were before NWA, everybody was all about, I want radio play. Radio play and hip hop was about partying, going to get some girls, and that was all like light things. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of things that people were saying that in the movie, that which was true, is that you had a lot of rappers. These rappers was gangster on the street, but when it was time to record their artists, they was being all these kind of little squares and stuff like that because that was what they needed to get on the radio. You know, they had to portray this kind of clean image to be on the radio, and while outside the radio, these dudes out there doing dirt.
Thanks.
You know, they doing whatever. You know, and I think that NWA showed that whether you like the group or not, they showed that we can be ourselves and we can talk about shit that we want to talk about, and fuck radio. People still gonna buy at the time, our CDs and cassettes, and we're not gonna give a damn about radio play because word of mouth is gonna sell music also.
It's like, this is who we are.
This is who we are. And I think if you go into the movie, no matter what, I think whatever path artist that you are, the movie shows that you can do it your way, fuck the establishment and do your own thing. And I think that's what we got out of it. And it was like my girl had no clue, you know. She understands radio hip hop. You know, she's from Japan, so she's not
by the way, she's Japanese.
So she is not like at the foundation about what was going on in the States and hip hop in the 80s.
She didn't understand the background at all.
No, but she sat in that theater and she was like, this is one of the best dramas I've seen all year. You know, so if you're going to get that demographics and then you get my demographic who know about it, I think you got a good movie, and that's why it's doing so well right now.
And the movie was what? It was really cheap to make it, right?
I think they said it was like $29 million to make, and it already crossed $111 million.
We're gonna Google it. If it's wrong,
I'm right. I'm always right. I'm always right. Just one thing you get from the show that said Valentine is always right. I'm your boy Valentine, so that's what it is. And number three for me was well, they already been talking about this for a while.
Wait, let's get this out of the way. It's our both top 5 pick of the week. This one, I have no clue what this is about.
Well,
just giving you guys a heads up. So
and
I'm just gonna stand right.
You're still included in this because my number 3 of the week is Blade and Soul. Is coming from Korea, so there's a Korean angle to it. So
I get that part.
You should be happy just because I said Korea and Korean.
That's why I became number 3.
I gave you love. I gave you love. So NC saw Blade and Soul, which has been, you know, in Korea for years.
This is the one with the crazy.
But I showed you this.
Yeah.
This is the one martial art one that I've been playing. So I've been playing Blade and Soul. I've been playing the Korean version that I had to find like a translation hack for because I speak Japanese. I don't speak Korean. So I had to find a Korean hack. I had to find a hack for it to be able to get the translation for me.
Which you found it was in a Russian server.
I did. But I love this game, and so they finally announced NCSoft is going to be bringing a localized American version, a localized Western version to the West.
Was that their original plan to begin with, or is it because they got so much love?
No, they said it was going to do it for a while, but it's been 4 years waiting on this.
Why do you think it took so long?
Well, they said it took so long to get the localization. I don't know really what they was waiting on. Maybe that was money problems. I don't have no finding the right talent to do the right translations, and because the whole game is really voiced. You know, it's not all text, and so they had to find the vocal artists and stuff like that. So I don't know what took long, but I'm happy now is that it's finally coming to the West, and they're having Founders Pack for it. And what they're going to do, you know, they always do beta releases for do beta testings, but now they're selling. If you buy the certain Founders Pack, which gives you certain bonuses, stuff like that, you get to get in the beta before. So it's a free-to-play game, but it's a way to make extra money.
Micro-transition.
Yeah,
right?
but it's a way for them to make money before the game even comes out. So.
And this is the one where you can modify your character to...
Yeah, when I can make the super hot girls and whatever, stuff like that. But I never play women. It's nothing against people like to play girls. I always play a representation of myself, because for me in games, I want to play the super version that I could never be. I want to be this giant buff crazy dude that's on it. I want to be Super Brother. Every game I play, I don't care what it is, it's always Super Brother Valentine.
That is true. That is true. So look for this guy in this game.
You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me. But I'm probably gonna make a little Boondocks version of me running around. So you're always gonna find that.
With the huge afro.
Right. All right.
Number 2. This one was kind of my favorite. I mean, he likes it too. But Note 5 was released last week, right?
Right.
With Note 5, they had the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. But to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I don't like iPhone 6 Plus is that for that size, you gotta have a pen.
But see, that's the thing. I've been, I had just dropped my Note, actually because my Note broke. And so I work for a TV company and my work phone is an iPhone. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get 2 iPhone 6 Pluses. And so now I got 2, and you know, but I've always been a Samsung guy. I've always been a Samsung guy. My problem with before I didn't have an iPhone because I hated how small they were, and it just seemed like a little girl phone. If that's the food for you, but I got my hands that for me, I love big phablet kind of phones, and so the iPhone's too small, so that's why I always for the Note. And I love that I can go ahead, I would get online, get on eBay, I'll buy extra batteries, I'll buy multiple SD cards, stuff like that. But now, you know, now Samsung have a little money problem, so now they go ahead, they chase an iPhone. So it's like, they're basically, the Notes, I feel the Note series is still leaps and bounds better. And I have both. I have the iPhone and the both. But I feel the Note is a better phone than the iPhone, hands down.
You just open up a whole...
Then the can is fucking open. But see, I think the people that always get on both sides is somebody who only owns iPhones or people who only owns the Samsung. I own both, and again, this is my personal. If you don't like it, fuck it. But I think they're both great phones. But I love that on my Samsung that I can put another battery in. It has that great screen on it, you know, had a great camera. But now there's no removable battery.
That is true.
There's no removable SD card. So basically, it's the same functionality as an iPhone.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as the same functionality. It's just
not functionality, but what they're doing is that I know it's for cost reasons, but they're looking at taking their phone to a more elegant level. And I think that the styling of the iPhone, they say having this unibody kind of design where there's nothing removable, that lets them do a different type of design
that is true.
That they couldn't do if it was a removable back. So now they can have that beautiful glass front and back. It's all nicely sealed. So when it's sealed, you could do a different design cues than you could.
True.
So that's what they're taking from iPhone. They say, you know what? Let's do a solid enclosed kind of design. You know, but I was like, that's what the thing that I love about the Note is that they're able to remove the battery. Oh damn, my battery's going low. Let me go ahead and just pop another battery in.
Which is true, and that's the problem I have with Note 5. I love the design. Well, excuse me. I love the design. I like Note series, but the problem is that you can't replace your battery or SD card. Okay, I have a 64. I don't take it out.
Right.
So that is not a big problem, but for me, the battery. You have one of those days where you're like, oh shit, I didn't have time to charge my battery, even though now you can charge the whole thing in about an hour. But sometimes you're outside and you realize that you want to take a photo, but your battery's too low. Just pop another one right there.
But the thing, for as good as the Samsung Note 5 is, my other problem is, and I think it's a bomb-ass phone, my problem is that if you're going to go after that chasing what Apple's doing and not having a removable battery or remove an SD card, then don't you think you're gonna put a fat ass battery in there? You wanna, because right now the test has shown that their battery life is about the same as iPhone. But if I'm gonna do that, if I'm going after the competition, then I wanna up them.
All out.
I wanna up them.
See, that's another problem. See, now I don't care about companies saying, oh, our phone is 2 millimeters thinner than the other. No, make it a little thicker and put a bigger battery so you can say, hey, guess what? Our phone lasts 2 days. Yeah,
or say if iPhone's gonna last 2 days, I'm saying mine, this can last a week.
Yeah, or a week.
Yeah, you up your game. Yes, it has a better screen than the iPhone now. You know, has a better processor, but you got to take it to the next level. Don't just chase them so you can be equal. Do something better. Yeah. And that was my problem with the Note 5 right now.
True. Me too. And number one.
Number one this week would be, well, I'm happy that it's the Civil War, well, let me say the full thing. Captain America Civil War has just finished principal filming, and also Fox's X-Men Apocalypse just finished principal. It just finished, that's a tongue twister. X-Men Apocalypse just finished principal photography, principal filming. And what that means is that the main bulk of all the filming is done.
Now it's all the CG.
All the CG, the processing, or if they got to come back later on to do pickup shots and things like they normally do. But the main bulk of the film has just finished, and so
like the location shots,
all
big
that
ones,
stuff,
right?
all
The
that
rest
stuff,
now
so-
they can do it in the studio
Yes,
or whatever,
yes.
like smaller.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Civil War.
When is it supposed to come out? Civil War?
They both come out next year.
Next year.
They're both coming out. So 2016, you got Civil War, you got X-Men, you got Batman versus Superman. It's a lot of stuff. You got Doctor Strange.
Is that next year?
That's all next year.
Oh wow.
You got a lot of stuff coming out next year. I think next year, people like us is gonna be super, super happy, and our girls just gonna be like, oh, man, you go with Gochu.
Unless you have a girlfriend that likes Marvel
Very true, very true.
and DC Comics.
My girl has no choice to like it just because I'm there, so I think she tolerates it and stuff. But I'm drag her no matter what, so that's just how it
Been with
is.
you for a very long time.
So she has no choice at all. But I can't wait because Civil War, if you don't know, this is going to be the big battle where it's that the Marvel universe is split in half. Half the people is going to be following Iron Man, the other half is going to be following Captain America, and it's basically about a difference of opinion about. I don't want to give away too much of a spoiler, but it's a big difference of opinion that's going on in the Marvel universe, and people are going to be taking sides, and fists going to be thrown.
Well, I don't think it'll be a spoiler. It's just basically one side saying is that the government should be able to know who they are,
Right.
and the other side is no.
If you haven't read the comments, because now you just spoiled it. Now for people who want to wait, it's too late. He ruined it, so I'm going to go ahead. So I'm just going to give a little bit. Just so basically,
We'll put a spoiler alert
we're not putting a
in our
spoiler alert.
video.
We're not putting a
No,
spoiler alert.
never mind.
You just got it
You
out.
already got too late.